And she's as young as ever, even though she turns a big milestone. So let me first ask Alan Young, who's known Michelle longer than anyone else in this room because he was around when she was born. And he's going to speak on behalf of the Goldfarb clan. Alan.
Thank you.
Let's go, Alan!
You have to tell that part about who's older, huh? 10 years difference. I'm here with some other cousins, lots of cousins, to tell you the truth. I am special because I'm the first cousin. These other cousins are second cousins. I mean, they're nice people and everything. But we really love our cousins. We have a special cousin connection, and cousins are beyond what you think of as cousins. I know that, for example, there's a cousin here who is Michelle's ex-husband's cousin. Well, he and his wife are both important cousins. And you're all cousins, let's face it. So I think what I have to tell you about Michelle, aside from the fact that she has a lot of cousins, the part about dogs, we've already discussed that. I'm leaving that part out. But the part I want to tell you really still goes back to 1913. It's the truth. And that was the year that a boat left Europe for these shores. And on that boat was a man named Ralph Goldfarb, Michelle's father, a woman named Ray Goldfarb, my mother, and our maternal grandmother, Eva Goldfarb. So I think it's really important because to me, it's not only a connection to our past, but specifically to the experience of immigrants and the fact that we know what happened to the Jews of Europe a little later on in the last century. And America hasn't been too bad to us. We're really good at criticizing America and having politics for social justice and criticizing all the horrible things the government does, but I think deep down we are happy to be in America, and I think that's an interesting food for thought. Maybe I'm just getting old, I don't know. And life has contradictions, right? Now, Michelle was a little girl with curly hair when I was a teenager, and if you think about it, if I was 14 and she was 4, there's not a lot of bonding going on, so I really didn't get to know Michelle that well until later when she became an adult and I became an adult. And one of the things that really amazed me was how cool Michelle is. And it took me a while to find that out. And I first learned about that when she was a student at Oberlin, and during her junior year abroad, she studied aviation. Now, a lot of you don't know about this part of Michelle's history, but she spent a lot of time learning how to fly airplanes. Now, you know that she's a strong feminist, but what she did at that point in her life was to fly a 4-engine propeller plane across the Atlantic Ocean, and she broke a world record. A lot of people don't know this. Now, you're laughing because maybe you think I just made that up. Well, I did. But I did find out she was cool because of that experience where she traveled with her boyfriend on a motorcycle to Greece, and I think they had sex. And I admired her. I mean, I was a little jealous of the sex, of the boyfriend, I don't know. But anyway, I really admired her. The part about the plane, I don't want to be any confusion, she never flew an airplane. But she is definitely cool, and instead of being a little girl with curly hair, she was a gorgeous young woman, you know, traveling in Europe on a motorcycle. So, anyway, she's really special to me. And to conclude, there will be other speakers saying more wonderful things about her, which I'm not going to say. But to conclude, I'm going to read something, a message that came from our cousin Linda, another beloved cousin. Hey, stop there, I'm talking. This is from our cousin Linda, who, speaking of social justice, lives in Wisconsin. Okay, so here we go. This is from Linda. This part is all real. Michelle was part of a very special event. For my 16th birthday, she, my brother Michael, and I went to Carnegie Hall to see Bob Dylan. It was October 1st, 1965. We sat at the very back of the orchestra for the first set. Then, after intermission, when Dylan plugged in and went electric, folk purists left in droves. We took advantage and moved up to about the 10th row for the rest of the show. As we took the bus back to Michelle's apartment, we were singing Dylan songs. She gave me 3 Dylan albums as a birthday present, and I proceeded to make a check mark by the songs he sang that night. I still treasure those albums and that amazing evening. And we all treasure Michelle. Thank you.